He's actually got some.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you want to do any of that, or do you want to hold off?
I want to make sure Ruben has everything set up right now. I want to.
Okay, then let's take a question. Somebody raise their hand.
Yeah, let's take the questions over there.
You belted out first?
Who was your favorite actor to work with?
Oh, they're all so You know, it's so strange to think of a favorite because it's a collaboration.
Like the most, like the one you enjoyed playing, like the back and forth.
Actually playing a character or directing?
Both.
Oh, got it. I really enjoy the intense stuff. So I like the extreme comedy or the really dark and kind of dramatic stuff. So I like the confrontational scenes that Trish has because she's been created to look like a certain somebody's mother. So it's kind of a strange dynamic. As far as the actors go, every experience is a little bit different, but I really enjoy the variety, being able to work with lots of different people. And sometimes it's fun working with somebody who's a little less experienced because they want to help collaborate more. But Johnny and I have been working together probably the longest, and we spent 4 years together in the trenches on the beach. So, and Power Rangers before that, so we've had a longest history.
That's true.
It's also very nice to see that kind of together.
That's right.
How I first found out that you were doing this. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, about that. What's going to happen when that cast? We're like, do we get to play? I think they're talking to Carol.
Wish. That'd be awesome if you guys come back to for a year.
I don't know if they're going to try to go for live action.
Well, I think it was live action. I think that's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
But I still think they should do like something like a series even, you know?
Great idea.
Based on or something. They could do a lot more, I think.
Maybe I'd understand it if they did.
I mean, if I'm taking that same question, everyone's awesome to work with, you know, and it is always great to hear it's finally done. But because we got to go to Japan, that like in part 4 and 5, when they did 3, but like for me, like you got to really be that character. You know, because when we do like an anime or something, it's already drawn. You know, so somebody else they make those whatever choices, right? And we have to make our version of that, right? So this was a script. So I got to walk around and I'm gonna scream music, I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna hit the ground. So I get to physically be there in this space and make choices based on what was inside the pages. And so it wasn't as limiting as anime can be. So there's a lot of freedom in that. Just in that alone was a lot of fun. But I also feel like, especially with 5, but 4 as well, like in 5, we got to change, we did, we changed our language and our dialogue. You know, because like the translation was good, or the Japanese was pretty good, we could see it, we saw that, and then we saw the translation, which wasn't bad, but some of the stuff, for me, felt like they didn't know the hero. And so I got to kind of just go, I can't even say it like this, you know, so it was kind of nice to be able to say, yeah, I think I'm going to do this instead. And they were really open.
That's good because I know Ruben mentioned that in Renton where like for some reason that script is just completely different and we I guess all 5 of them are ready to change the script as
We were just going through it, and then we would work on it. It's like, oh, that doesn't feel right when you say that. I didn't say this. And so it was better. It was more fluid. That's good. I'm glad I did.
So it's technical difficulties, we're gonna get that going, so in the meantime, as I'm supposed to be.
Woo! But they're getting
Yeah. I think that we just don't have, audio. But, what I missed.
Stories were fascinating.
I was gonna say, Ruben,
workshopped the material. You guys actually bounced ideas off of each other and really talk about collaboration. That must have been so satisfying.
100%. And then be able to, like we're talking about, like being there and over, like especially with 5, we did it. 5 really transformed us.
Japanese culture in general, once it's on paper, it's quite rigid. What's that? Okay. So we gotta work out on TV. That's okay. We'll come back.
Yes. Yes. The point about what it's committed to age.
Yes.
It's becoming sacred.
So working years doing localizations for games and stuff, and from Japanese to English, there is a certain rigidity with those projects, and there's pluses and minuses. But in our case, because a lot of things get lost in translation, it's kind of a minus. So we got the original script, and we were like, oh wow, this is not really what
It's not how we would say things.
It's not how we say things.
Like if you guys were there, an extra.
yeah.
So yeah, but we knew our characters, and so we knew we saw some of the things in the pages. It was like, that's not even how we would say that, how we would phrase that. And then because we were there, we got to work things out. Like, I think I want to say this, and then how would you react? You know,
And what was really good was we had earned the trust of some of the directors, the other Capcom producers, because for 3, that was a battle, let me tell you. I had to, myself and my partner at the time, Television Bought for my business, just onboarding on the localization. So every little change, we had to like get it clear, and it's quite a battle. And we had earned Capcom's trust. So by the time we got to Devil May Cry 5, and we got to set, they were like, dude, you guys do what you want to do, which was awesome, which you rarely get that opportunity. So,
Oh, there he is.
So many choices. I don't know what's sit next to this.
Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you. Sorry for the technical difficulties we had earlier. We're really excited to be here and let's get the show started.
That's where my phone was sitting back.
So yeah, we were saying that how we had sort of freedom because we were Capcom's trust for years with doing the localization stuff. So like the third one, part 3 was the first thing on every little change was quite a meeting about changing the line to words. And by the time we got to 5, Ito-san and the staff were like, you guys just do whatever you want, basically. I mean, for the most part, almost because they trusted that we knew the characters, that they let us get half the freedom when it came to changing the lines and doing stuff.
Yes, I approve of this action. I approve of this action. You approve.
That was what we said.
Okay, thank you for catching me.
So that's what
Thank
we
you,
did.
Mr. Mason. Sorry, I'm corrected. Let's keep it going.
That's really a cool thing though, that you have Capcom creators with the visionaries trust. And like at one point they're like, you know what? Ask the character what they would say. Whenever we get that, no, I just love it so much because you've been the one living as the character. You really do know it's in your bones.
Yeah, believe it or not, no one was much of these actors. It's very strange to share. But often we're told to do what we stand. So it's nice when you get to collaborate like that, and it shows the value of what comes out of collaboration. This is
And I think 5 got nominated for some awards or different awards.
Best Video Game 2019.
That's actually.
Yes, actually.
Well, even the cutscenes got nominated. Like
Something like Best Actor. Something like Best Hand Sound. I design your stuff. I cannot hear it.
so Emilio has some questions prepared for us.
I didn't do it.
And
Have down the line.
and then I have about a 10-minute clip, 11 minutes of some fun antics behind the scenes stuff from when we were shooting in Japan. You know, you get a bunch of foreigners, especially these characters in Japan, doing video game for enough weeks, months, and
I'm very scared.
there's some five. There's some five and three. There's some three stuff in there.
Oh,
I just before we even get started, the whole, you know, there's a picture of there. When we were filming Devil May Cry 5, we were on the Toei launch, Toei Studios, and Koichi Sakamoto, who was the whole reason why this all came together. That's true. He was super busy. He was filming. And we were having a lunch break, and we all joined in the cafeteria. We walked over to the Toy has their own kind of cafeteria. We walked there, and we were having lunch, and Koichi came to join us, and we got to catch up. It was super awesome. Like, Devil May Cry wouldn't have happened without Koichi, because he brought these guys in, he brought me in to the Power Ranger family universe, and so that's.
yeah, I tell him all the time that Devil May Cry wouldn't be what it is without Power Rangers, Time Force, not even just Time Force, Johnny and Koichi. So without Power Rangers in America as it is, Devil May Cry wouldn't be what it is.
So just
If they still have money. That part would be great. Trust it.
But that just wanted to lay the foundation, and then whenever you feel like the time is good, we'll pop over this.
So we really started with a Super Sentai band. What's that?
Come away from the mic.
Originally started with Super Sentai band with me and Philippe, and we're like, hey, maybe we should get Ruben in here. And then Ruben was like, hey, we're talking about all this good stuff we want to do. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then we, obviously, Power Morphin, we see the cast, and we're like, great. We can have that. Wait, Wendy, that's what we're graduating.
So that's right, we were talking about things evidence.
So what we do, because it is Hot 2024, we're gonna be short on our questions. We're gonna leave it to you guys. Ruben has a lot of special stuff to show, but we also want to invite you guys to. So like they say, a plan just never goes, and it always shows up when it wants to. All right, so first question, guys. I'm here with my co-host Philippe. Philippe's a big Super Sentai fan at our show. Obviously, guys, thank you for coming. We know that we bring a lot of Power Rangers in our show. And do you want to answer the first question?
Sure. So I actually have a burning question because I know that Johnny and Ruben and Dan, in some way, do you know what lineage of Wing Chun you guys all study? And anyone else? What lineage? Yeah, lineage.
Yeah. Well, you guys studied it in the sound code, so you did some.
The Wing Chun I study is modified from, it's taught at the Renaissance Academy, and it is modified from the Bruce Lee modified.
Okay.
But Dan Asano, being a historian by training, he's a teacher, a historian, he's a history teacher. What he's done to go all around the world to collect the different knowledge that he's collected and put together into the system he has that teaches there at the Renaissance Academy is pretty amazing. And also, he loves to preserve some of the traditional stuff. So there is access to a more traditional application of the Wing Chun through Seafall in Atlanta. So,
Francis Fong.
Francis, I was going to say Parker, because that's
used to go to Francis Fong's dojo.
It's cool.
And I couldn't afford the tuition. So I would just sit in the lobby and peer through. He had like not even a window, I think it was open, kind of see everybody practicing with the Wing Chun dummies. And I would just think, oh yeah. And I'm like trying to remember the moves.
That's so cool.
And then my Asian buddies was hanging out with some Laotian buddies that were in my school. We would kind of go there. We loved when Dragon Country story came out in the movie theater. We were like, listen to the soundtrack, getting all pumped up, and then we try to remember the Wing Chun moves from Francis songs, and we kind of play around and try to do Chi Sao and all that stuff. And then I think we learned the pseudo Tao from some poster or something. So and it was not learning like properly, but we definitely
I
learned
would
the
call,
lessons.
again, ours is stuff that I said is model. But Francis Fong does come to art to get us on the level to teach.
Yeah, well, mine would be, it would be, my instructor studied at Santo, but then what we studied was it's just like we did wooden duck and stuff. And so we had like various different patterns that we did. And then application was always different though. The application was like, you could do this, and then you could go into grammar. Well, who at that time was sure to build it, but when I was doing that, then before that, I would learn whoever was like a JKD guy, Tsuyoshi was.
I was going to say, I know you studied Tsuyoshi. You studied Tsuyoshi. Tsuyoshi is one of the highest ranking students within the song right now who is teaching that stuff. He's the guy who studied it. So,
Tsuyoshi, but also like his legs are like calves are like back, and tried to do some Muay Thai, and like, oh my gosh.
Tsuyoshi Abe was friends with Koichi and Alpha Stunts, and he'd always come and hang out, and never really worked directly with him, but he, other than teaching like Wing Chun and some of the Santo Academy stuff, but yeah, he's a high-ranking designer.
anyway, if you're a martial arts geek,
Yes,
there's
we're
a
Bruce's
Bruce's
guys.
affiliated for Bruce's lineage. It's changed over the years. It's really expanded.
But we all learned movie Wing Chun from Koichi.
Movie Wing Chun is definitely.
Yes,
Koichi was like.
All right, I have a question for all of you. If you can choose to hang out with any cartoon or animation character, who would you choose and why?
Samurai Jack. Never see it.
Well, you want somebody without drama, though, and that would be boring. And I guess I'd go with that.
Yeah.
Rick Hunter from Robotech, which is just because as a kid I was like, I want to be a pilot, I want to be like that guy. And how did you make that hair stay that way all the time? How do you fight centrality with one eye covered with your hair? Those would be the questions I would ask.
That's hard for me. I mean, I would say fresh out the Barbie movie, I'd love to be the pink Barbie girl. That'd be amazing. Alex Straza from World of Warcraft. I just did a huge story arc with her, and the Mother of Dragons and of the Life Pools, and as close as I want to get to Kate Blanchett. Yes, Laura Emily. I would love to experience that whole dragonfight story, that whole thing. But then there's the blood and the munching and all that. So that brings me closer to Bebop. And maybe if I wasn't broke, I would hang out with Faye and I think a lot of oolongs for that.
So, this is aimed at all of you guys. What is your least known project that any of you had the most fun working on?
What's that?
The least known project
project that Johnny and I had.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, which title?
That's part of the Broken Cat. It's Broken Cat, Broken Fist.
That's right.
It's actually Yakuza.
That's right.
Yeah. I actually had a hand in there. You guys used my trick me.
What's the thing that I know that you brought us?
Disaster.
Disaster.
Dave.
Nintendo gave up disaster.
If you guys are nobody can see, nobody knows it, right?
It's a disaster.
And where did you play that? Oh, Colonel.
I played it in Colonel.
And that was his early
Something like that.
betrayed him and think that I killed him.
Yo, spoilers.
It truly was a disaster.
Do you have a related question?
I was watching this one thing once, and there were some kids playing baseball, and then all of a sudden Virgil was there, and that was pretty cool. I think you either punched someone in the face or got punched in the face.
The Rookie. So I work as a guest star right now. I'm so right now. I'll do a lot of guest stars.
No, that's,
He's talking about guest starring in an episode of The Rookie as a baseball player. He's punched in the face by Henry Mom.
oh my God, I forgot to see that episode ago.
That's pretty stuff.
You're usually the one punching people in the face, though.
Huh? Yeah,
You're usually the one
so while we're on set, she was really nervous. And I said, okay, I used to do stuff for you. Oh, yeah. I had to be careful not to offer too much advice because it was stunt coordinator to step on his toes. I'm tired as a stunt coordinator and as a stunt coordinator. I can't desire to step on anyone's toes. When it comes to being in that sort of position. So that's it. I'll appear on shows in strange characters, and some strange characters in our gameplay sometimes and stuff. Yeah, every once in a while, if you're watching TV, you might see the show. Suddenly it's the dad who gets a pie in the face or something.
What about kicking it? You know that? You guys know about kicking it? Okay, so Dan shows up and gets pies in the face, I get pies in the face.
Johnny, you ever got a chance to get Johnny on the show?
It was a kid show for Disney for a few seasons. I started coordinating and I brought Mitch in and Dan
I
was
took over as assistant coordinator with another guy. He was the official coordinator. And a few episodes I coordinated work with offshoot.
we did some live readings.
We're going on forever. Don't let's do that.
Just keep talking. It's great. This is get to know actors. This is how we are. This is how we really find out the most about each other, and that's why I enjoy doing panels so much. Interaction with you, the fans, and also getting to hear more about your friends. I have a couple favorites that are really obscure. I did a game series of games as Wonder Woman actually, and it was just like such an honor. I loved it so much, but it's very little known. And I also got to do, and this film is coming back. I can't believe it. Run Lola Run was this great German movie. Yeah, I got to dub Lola, and she really stand up today. It's just, she's so punk and awesome, and it's just a really interesting film, and I loved working with the German timing. Yeah, that was really cool. And then there's this very strange series of movies I did called Weather Woman. Japanese. Oh, you know. Yes, I'm going to tell the story. So, so I started playing this particular actress in a number of films that she did, a Japanese actress who's beautiful and her body is very modified and curvy and gorgeous. And she plays the weather woman. And every day she gives her weather report. Keep me honest if I have this right. When she gets to the end of her broadcast, she tells you the daily color. And she lifts her skirt and confirms it. And today's color is blue.
tame. Yes.
What was that?
That's the most tame it is. It gets way worse than that.
It gets, well, I wasn't including that part. It's an adult entertainment title, yes. And my criteria is consensual. Yeah, because I've had to play a few samurai's wives who were not enjoying themselves in the bedroom. So yeah, so that's kind of the criteria, that it needs to be consensual and if possible with humor, even more fun. But yeah, if Run Lola Run comes back, check it out. It's a really cool film.
It's still out there, because it won some awards.
It did, and it's getting a theater release.
Yeah, so it's
Feature release.
one of those classic iconic films.
We're at that time if you want to show your video.
All right,
So a little context, which I kind of said earlier, but so this started, this was a journey. What year did we go to Japan? Was that 2000?
Yes. Somewhere on there.
It was somewhere around 2001.
Happy anniversary.
It's 2001.
No, it was in the year 2000.
Nobody looked it up
Let me just say, I was putting this together last night, and the video is still it's SD, so this is before we had HD.
Yeah, this is before or after.
PlayStation 2 guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we were in Japan at that time, and then we did Devil May Cry 4. That was the one I did that. There was shots of footage. I don't know. I don't know. I just have like behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes. We have some pictures. Yeah, there's some there's some pictures, but I didn't have any escapades.
The good stuff.
Would you guys want to take a seat in the audience? Johnny, Dan, Wendy, would you guys want to pop in the audience?
Come on, Jordan. What the heck is
This is some shots from 5. This was actually a video game that Johnny and I did some work on. That was actually out. I'll be right back.
Slower.
There's Dan looking like Steven Seagal.
Let's go.
Arkham, well, doesn't it excite you? The Timothy Gru is revived. The Great One, who was
So there's some intercut scenes of from the video game where they were playing with the new game engine at the time, and they were doing some fun things that were fun.
We lost signal.
All right, maybe someone can go on the stage. Dan, we need entertainment.
Alright guys, so this is really seen, right?
Some of this stuff has never been seen.
Never been seen since I froze.
I see you guys all have your phones recording. I prefer you not, because I don't want to get the Capcom ninjas on me.
Yeah, alright, we're gonna ask Wendy some questions.
I need some time, so let's do some more questions.
Let's do some more questions.
Son of a witch. Just when it was starting getting good.
Yeah, what are we doing? Questions. Questions. Let's do it. Let's
There's a couple
All right.
We got some fans that have some questions too.
Yeah, so what do you guys
We can do that.
You guys go.
All right, let's go right here.
So you guys are talking about like the different types of acting you've done, like suit acting, the acting with like DMC, voice acting, obviously. What are the differences between it, and how is it more or less difficult than one or the other? And what is your favorite if you have one?
How's it less or more which?
Like difficult or easier?
Well, each one of them could be any of that. You know, it depends on the role, how tricky the lip flap is, and the voiceover. Sometimes you get into something that's like, okay, first off, none of the script is going to work because there's maybe not enough words or there's too many words, and you have to adjust on the fly, which usually with like directing, she's also probably writing on the fly, right?
Yeah, rewriting most of the time on the phone.
So it really depends on the role. Sometimes if it comes in great, it's great, and you're like timing it out, and you're like, oh, no, this is, you know, usually that's when the writer is familiar with it, and it's just pacing things out. They're all fun. I don't know that I would say one is more difficult than the other.
Do you have a preference?
You know, I do like them all, really, because they're very different, you know, and there's a lot of, so one of the pluses for voiceover is you're scheduled for a certain time, you know, so if I'm supposed to be there for 2 hours, 10, 12 or whatever, I'm working at that time. If I'm working on a film or even mocap, you get suited up, you do the T-pose, you get ready, and then you wait until everyone's ready to go. You know, you're setting up lights, you're setting your trailer for, you know, maybe an hour, you know, or more throughout the day, and then you go and film for like a minute or not very long, and now we gotta change it. So there's a lot of sitting around. But you are much more involved when you're doing, you know, on camera like that.
I think many
Well, let
of
me
us
guess,
that are-
technical difficulties.
Ruben. I think a lot of us that are in post-production really like variety, and for me, that's sort of what I thrive off of. I enjoy that one day I know I'm going to be in a recording studio for X amount of hours. After that, I might have a rehearsal or a dance class, or I have another session. Maybe I'm working on some music. It's that variety, changing it up that just makes it so fresh and interesting. And really, the skill set that we use for ADR, for dubbing, is very right brain, left brain. Super technical, but you have to have the creative side engaged, ready to go right away. Like there's almost no time to plan your creative side of recording. It's much more about matching the technical demands, and then the better, more experienced actors really have access to the artistry that makes it all come together so quickly. But yeah, like even in a play, you're living with a character for an ongoing period of time, and that's really rich and satisfying, like Johnny was saying, being able to be immersed in his mocap character and recording dialogue, and then going back and polishing the ADR later is really satisfying stuff. So yeah, I don't think we look at it as, ooh, it's going to be a hard day. I think it's much more psyching up to the demands and meeting them and feeling really satisfied by doing quality work. Anything to say in contrast? Are you having it on quality control now?
He lied.
I'm just going to stay here.
Reenact the scene!
Of course you will.
Alright, okay. Next question.
This is absolute BS right now.
I guess this is a question for
But I love it.
return to a role after years have gone by. Have you found it difficult to return to that character's voice or pitch, or have you found it easier to
Yes.
return after years has gone by?
Yes, virtual. We did television about 15 years later. And I changed. I just wasn't who I was. And thankfully, they made the characters older. So it was sort of fit. Any changes that happened naturally with my voice. But I would use the change the way I use my voice. And it's not. In fact, I just finished a video game 2 weeks ago, actually 3 or 4 weeks ago. They hired me to play this character. I don't want to say any titles or anything because no, they asked me to do my voice the way it was back in 2004. You do the younger version. So that was challenging. I had to kind of find my younger voice was, and I had to just sort of keep playing until I got to this place where my voice sounded really sort of had this boyish kind of tone. It was very tough because it starts to sing into this, and then go to this a little bit, you get it over. So,
Yeah, no, that's true.
I do know that. I mean, I've done a couple of shows that I worked on many years ago and have come back, and then just the way I would breathe is different. You know, like when I first started, like I didn't breathe like I do like now. It's like after so many years, you just know when and where to breathe. I mean, usually you find it, and then you go, okay, wow. I mean, for me, it was like, okay, well, let me do that and breathe that weird way. Just breathe, you know? And then so it's like that, and then you can find it. It's like, oh, okay, that's where the voice is. But then when I got there, well, I was really trying to do it. And when I got to the new one, it's nothing like that. So it's like I can't really even do that anymore. It's like that voice wouldn't fit in this one. So I go, oh, I can pepper sort of that into it. So it's like, so when you listen, you'll be like, okay, that's the same batch, but the world is different. So it should feel
I just wanted to add that I think that I find we are in the position more often of campaigning to replay a role that has much times passed. With the Digimon series, they made a decision at one point to just clean the slate and recast all of them. It's kind of heartbreaking. So that's really hard. As an actor, you never know if you're going to be able to maintain your character after years pass. So I think we like to make the case that we can live up to that challenge. And generally what it means is pitching up and bringing your voice to just a higher place, and energetically you're moving and breathing a little faster. So we use a lot of reference. We'll hear tracks that we've done, recorded before, and then repeat it. Play the sample, repeat the sample. And once in a while, if I'm directing, I might say we're 15, 20, 30 minutes into the session. Let's just go back and listen to that reference again and make sure we're staying true to that voice. So I always feel like I can convince my clients, if I'm involved with the directing and writing team, that we can have almost 100% return rate with original casting if we just take a little extra time to dial in the voice. Yeah. How's TK? How's TK?
Oh, right.
That's cute.
I guess to follow up on what his question was, so you never know if a series is going to come back. Let's say it took 11 plus years for Devil May Cry 5 or 10 plus years for Bleach. How is it when you guys find out, well, you got the role back or you want to be part of that role again?
kind of like it's like when you hear like the rumors first. It's like a rumor, and it's like, okay, that'd be cool, but then there's also this like, we're probably gonna, we're gonna have to fight for it. Yeah, the audition actually for 5.
Are you kidding?
Auditions for our roles. Yeah. We're gonna make sure you can still do it. Yeah, you did.
Oh, did you know? This is Dante.
We did audition for Dante.
That was 3, but I thought we also did 4.
No, 4 I definitely came in for. But 3, yeah, 3 was Dante. We both just had Dante and then Ruben, of course. Sitting across from us, reading the other lines. somehow he got Dante.
Can we hear the voice that you guys would have used for Dante?
I did. There's a change in the attitude of the delivery. The voice is going to sound the same. There's just a change in the attitude. And Dante is closer to my real personality. So that's I can do more of this.
Pizza.
Do a couple of slices on the floor just to get
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Either one.
What are some differences between doing
You have to ride the pads. Sometimes you can't have a pad because it's shot. No cap, they're like, it's okay, just use the data here and then we'll fix that part there. So, no cap is awesome for doing stuff.
Yes, sir.
Is there a piece of art or media that you got that made that? Is there a piece of art or media or movie or something?
Is there a piece of art?
You're gonna have to stand up and a little louder.
Is there like a movie or a TV show that really inspired you to get onto your profession? Like a movie that inspired you?
I mean, well, the start of it really was, for me, it was like watching Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, theater. I wanted to do action and martial arts on television.
When Johnny and I were growing up, there were a lot of Asian action heroes. So Bruce Lee, and of course he made all these movies in the 70s, but he started to play for actual parts. I just want to see the movie. So, like as we were 7, 8, 9, and 10, and right around there, like 7, 8, and 9, his movies were wildly popular. It was just past distributed. So we were exposed to that. That was electrifying to see that for the first time the Asian guy was the star of the movie. I remember watching him in Return of the Dragon and thinking, wow, this guy's really cool. This guy's in high school. And then, like, halfway through the movie, I think this guy's the hero. And then I was like, that's what it was.
We're gonna give it one last try, guys. Hopefully we get this working.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
Okay, we'll wait.
Take 3.
He would make these videos, his birthday videos, for different members of the staff, and he really would go out of his way and make these epic stories. And Dan, you remember those, right? Coming soon, and some of those. They're really long, so I won't show all those, but usually would make these really long videos for different staff members who had birthdays during the filming of the game. So this time, that last one, it was Yuji's birthday. So we put that video together for his birthday at the end anyway. So it was like fun stuff in there. But yeah.
The culture, just the work culture, is they work hard and come in and there's not a lot of here. It's completely disciplined hard work. They have fun with this. They don't do that. And I think that's amazing. It was a lot of fun to participate in, and it is helpful and soulful. I wish we did more here. If we made videos like that here at work, we have punitive measures taken against us. And they're very productive. They work hard over there. So, a lesson to take.
Anyways, as you can see, we have fun. We work hard, but we have fun.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were a little bit taken aback when we first came there as Americans, maybe because we were joking all the time and having a good time on set. So, in some sense, I guess what I'm saying about how it is here is not 100% true. We have fun here too. And we definitely made them uncomfortable with how much fun we were having. Perhaps we wore off on the
Yeah, but over time, I think everybody adjusted, and when it was time to be serious, we were serious.
Yes.
We tried to be serious.
Yeah, no, we were.
And then when they were able to lighten up and have fun. But yeah, as you can see, some of the staff members, just to get them to smile and like, hey guys, come in the video here. Yeah. But Yuji, the director, he knew how to let loose.
Yeah, you can go a long time in this history, and there can be some not so great experiences. When everything comes together, the cast and the crew all are just the right mix. There's great energy. That doesn't happen as often as you might think. Because everybody's working hard. It's not an entertainment industry. It's just a lot of times it's a very stressful job. There's a lot of work to get done. Now, deadlines are always now, or is it?
was going to say, it was because of our experience on Power Rangers working with Koichi and the Japanese company that it was really easy for us to sort of integrate into that work style. And I definitely, again, want to give credit to Koichi and the stunt team and the martial arts. I think there was a respect. So Yuji, I know he loves Dan, I know he loves Johnny because they're so talented martial artists. He made me kind of like me a little bit, but not as much as he's going. Because because of you guys' background, you're having done Power Rangers, it's just there's an unspoken language that comes with martial arts and the action cinema that Yuji also, he comes from that. Yuji was the director of the Cry for the Scenes, that he was able to just really work.
Johnny and I are very lucky as, I think we're the only speakers on the show. I apologize for that. I think we're the only two actors really did a lot of their own stunts. They were really, it was almost like expected. Oh, that's right. But I just said that for a long time because we did a lot of
But you have to Koichi, he would always have ideas. He would say some things, like well, I definitely Johnny do butterflies, but that was fun.
So what I'm getting at about that is that's an interesting experience because that introduces us to the world of Japanese stunts and where that discipline and that structure takes place. There's a very culturally Japanese ethic, and it allowed us to assimilate into Definitely Pride as a experimental co-production with a Japanese company where they were looking for American actors that Ruben was promising they would supply, understood that Japanese work.
That's why I specifically, when I was asked to do the castings, I really specifically was looking for guys and girls who had experience working on Power Rangers because they knew the culture. And what we did for my company, Just Cause, at the time is we had to sponsor these guys' visas, and we didn't want, and so our reputation was on the line. If the actors did anything out of line in Japan, like going to the Pachinko parlors and knocking over Pachinko balls, then you have the actors that are going to have to do. Then we're kind of on the line for that, so we had to make sure. You know what I'm talking about, Dan?
What you call me?
Pachinko balls and the Pachinko causing havoc in the streets.
There's a lot. There's not
we're on the line for that, so we needed to make sure that we picked actors that we could trust when we got them over there. So I was very selective with the casting stuff, doing the big open casting. I picked actors that I had either worked with or knew that would be and understand the culture. So when we got to Japan, we could keep it contained. We tried. no, but again, I had to get actors that I trusted.
You were only ever allowed offset. Yeah, outside. If you could call us wild, I didn't think we were. I've seen wild. We're not hitting that threshold quite yet.
No, it was very, very deep. But yeah, so that was another thing that had to be considered when you're bringing actors over to other countries and sponsoring the visas, and your company is on the line for it. Then you want to make sure you get actors that know the culture and not get negative in the streets.
I love working for this company. I was to Japan 5 times. I loved it. I still love it. I was disappointed when the company dispersed because I told it was Japan. I'm just there. I was coming.
Just Cause is still running in Japan. I left the company and sort of shut down the American operation, but they're still going to Japan.
Oh, awesome. Am I not supposed to say something right now? Can I say something I'm not supposed to say? You're gonna start rumors about something else.
Well, I mean, you got in trouble for all kinds of stuff before. We don't need to get into all that.
What's that?
Well, I got in trouble because we didn't know if Part 5 was happening. And I remember we were doing the Chico thing. And then I took a picture of us in the caption together.
Oh, that's right.
And they were like, you need to take that down right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
so I'm working on the thing. It's not to say what it is, but it's like you guys together can never be seen together.
So we get a window up here and take a picture. The nicest pencils, guys.
The three of us in Japan is a big giveaway.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry to do this to you. Thank you guys, and I'm gonna touch on what Dan said, making a place for all of us. I think Scott made a place for all of us. Thanks to you guys, thanks to the fans.
I'm gonna go back up. If there's people there, yeah.
Okay, guys, so if tomorrow's, I know Ruben's gonna be here. If you guys want to get tomorrow's gonna be in that house. Thank you guys.
Can we get a farewell quote from each of you guys?
Oh, yeah. You would bring that up.
In your voice?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You? Let everyone take out their phones.
I already got mine out, baby.
Oh, yeah. Are you gonna say? You gonna call me Deadwood? You don't know the line? I know Deadwood's his line. I'll show you Deadwood.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just, you go ahead.
Oh, just do it. Get it over with.
Give us one. What the hell is it? Yeah, it's a fun one. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Now you, Dan.
Kneel before me.
It begins. Stay motivated. Foolishness.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our souls are at odds. I need more power. To freeze my bones around. If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
Oh, that's my favorite.
All things end in us. Don't you dare say it.
I think he's.
Say it.
Jack.
Mind controls everything. That's like what he wants.